Oh wait, we were told to look for a ship to Deadgate, weren't we? Because Deadgate's down here. So did we just go to the harbor? Apparently. Yeah, there's a ship here. Hello, captainy looking fellow.
You're still with us, Dad? Not damned to a life of suffering by that cursed doubloon.
Oh, it's that guy.
No, our tormentor has a different name.
Silver.
Is this galleon sturdy enough to secure our passage to Deadgate?
Sure. But if you're crazed enough to go to Deadgate, then you're crazed enough to pay me 300 gold pieces to take you.
That's only 10 cooked rats, dude. That's cheap.
I want paying now.
Sure.
I must be as mad as you.
Yeah, to take a price that low? My god. Well, that was easy. No transition or establishing shots. That would be another great place for an FMV showing us on the high seas. Like, we should have had an FMV for diving down to, spires. Do we now have a fast travel location on the map? Yes, we do. Docks. Okay. So if I decide to bitch out of here and go get Cagen back, I can come back easily. Strength potion. Alright, hopefully this place looks cool and isn't a horrible letdown. Ooh. Lightning magic stuns enemies. Oh yeah, and his physical is absolutely terrible. Not at all surprising. So, I do feel like Cagen makes more sense. Although, yeah, this guy has a ton of MP. 334. I think Cagen had like 200 something. Well, no, he had like 216 when David had 160, so we've leveled up since then. So he might actually be closer to Chiaro than I think. I can't reach that. There does appear to be some sort of like portal-y looking thing behind it that's blocked by our character portraits, of course. So maybe we... Oh yeah, that's like a gateway. We must come through that from somewhere else. Oh, now we know bombs don't go off on impact. Meaning they're probably not very useful. Because they're just bouncing off of the ground and then just bouncing into the hole. Which is weird given that they're incredibly valuable by virtue of the fact that you can't buy more of them. Yeah, and that just bounces off the platform into the void. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they do go off on contact if they actually hit you, though. Okay. Well, that makes them marginally useful. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Now Chiaro is out of magic, meaning now he can't fall back to melee while waiting for his MP to recharge. Instead, he's just useless. Also, this location Deadgate fascinates me. For one, it is kind of visually boring. We're just on like wooden platforms. But this background here looks kind of nice though. But there's like, we're fighting skeletons. So like these are these the souls of dead people and we're fighting them? This is weird to me because we haven't teleported to some ethereal realm. If Deadgate here is where souls of people go, it's like an in-between, like a limbo that souls reside in before they pass on to the afterlife or whatever. It's really weird you can just sail to it. That it's just a physical location you can travel to where there's like the souls of the damned wandering around. Wouldn't this make more sense if this was some like other dimension we had to travel to through like a magical portal? Or by some sort of item or scroll or amulet we had to put on that teleported us there. It's weird. This is just a place in the real world. Like imagine in real life, if the place where everyone's soul went when they died was just a place you could get in your car and drive to. Like if it just happened to be in Utah and you could just get in your car and drive to Utah where everyone's soul resides in limbo. That's fucking weird. We should teleport here. This should be a different plane of existence that we travel to through some ethereal means, right? It's weird we just took a boat here. Alright. Hey, the nice thing about the dual swords not allowing me to have a shield equipped is that switching from some other equipment means I no longer also have to equip a shield. So it's made that slightly less annoying. I also haven't tried Hurricane yet. Bastard Sword, looks like the Bastard Sword is long enough that when the enemies are using it, it's actually longer than a backstep. Because I did a backstep like that and he still hit me. Ooh. Okay, Hurricane does a lot of damage. I was confused at first because it looked like it was an aerial attack, and I was like, why the fuck would I need that?
David, but you're not dead, are you?
No, we're fine. We're here because we need your help.
Look at me. How can I help you?
Well, you could tell me if you're the traitor, or if you know who the traitor is.
You can tell us who betrayed you.
The same man that ran his blade into my back. William.
Oh.
What? Are you sure? After all, you did say he stabbed you from behind.
That's a fair point.
I'm certain. He coaxed me away from the main group. Then after he'd stabbed me, he left me to bleed to death.
Well, that is the purpose of stabbing people.
Ben found your body. He's overwrought.
Tell him that I miss him.
We will. And I promise you, we won't rest until your death has been avenged.
I know, but unfortunately, neither will I.
Now's not the time for cheesy jokes, John. Okay, so William is evil. That's a bit strange. I guess it kind of makes sense, though, because it was a bit inexplicable when we were... Oh my god, and Chiaro's over there getting savaged. Mostly because he just chose not to cast spells for no reason. But yeah, it explains why when we were hearing about, like, Duke getting ambushed in chains, William just happened to make it out. He's like, oh, I made it out and the others didn't. Because he was in the basement of the tavern instead of kidnapped. My god, Chiaro, you are so useless. Yeah, I am so getting rid of this fuck. Now, if only he was smart enough to run away. But he's totally not. He's just standing there getting savaged in a corner because he's a fucking idiot. This is why I hate mages in games, because once you run out of magic, you're just fucking useless. Which is actually why my favorite magic system in any game ever made is the way it's done in Fable 2 and 3, where they were like the first people in the history of video games to have the common sense just to get rid of the entire concept of a magic bar, because it's stupid, that I can cast a few spells, and then once I've blown my load on the few spells I can cast, I'm just done. And then I have to do this shit, where I just run around like an idiot waiting for that bar to fill. It would make so much more sense if you can't run out of magic, but instead spells just took a certain amount of time to cast, which is exactly what Fable 2 and 3 do. Fable 1 has a conventional magic bar, but in 2 and 3, there is no magic bar, there is no mana. You can cast spells as much and as often as you like, but what determines how it works is that there's like 5 tiers to each spell, and each tier has to charge for longer. So like when you hit the spell button, you cast level 1, but if you hold the spell button, it charges to level 2, then charges to level 3, then charges to level 4, then charges to level 5, and when you let go of it, you cast whatever level you charged to. But you can never run out of mana. You can keep casting forever, but the limit on casting the really big spells is just that they take longer to cast. But as you level up, the tiers charge faster, to the point where you can get to like level 3 almost instantly. So the beauty of Fable 2 and 3 is that a magic character is perfectly viable because you can be casting spells almost non-stop. Because you never just run out of mana and then go, oh, my bar's empty. Now I'll just run around and wait for it to refill, because that's fucking boring. And it's really weird that Fable 2 is like the only game, well, Fable 2 and 3 are like the only games that had the sense to just forego that system because it's stupid. I really do want to go back to Cagen, which I'm gonna go do, because then when he runs out, I can still punch stuff.
Did you identify our traitor?
Yes, it was William.
Supposedly. We have exactly one witness.
But he was a friend. Are you sure it was
Yeah,
him?
that's what a traitor is, dude.
Positive. We spoke to your brother. It was William that stabbed him.
What? Why?
Also, isn't it really weird that we can just take a boat to a place where you can talk to dead people, and they're just standing there like, oh hey, yep, I'm dead.
Ben, William's motives will never justify his treachery, but he will answer for his crimes.
And he'll answer them with his life.
I think that's what he meant.
I've been practicing a new move. When the time comes, it may help.
You gonna teach me?
You try it.
just to spin. It seems like most of them involve spinning. Can I move while that's happening? That would be cool.
David, if I'm not with you, make him suffer.
William was weak. I should have paid more heed to my suspicions. My judgment has cost several men their lives.
Well, you're a pretty shit leader, Duke.
He betrayed your trust.
And I'll learn from my mistake.
I will never trust anyone ever again. All right, Cagen. You're back in the party. Yes, he has 265 magic. That's less than the other guy, but not by a huge amount. Okay, let's go back to the docks. I'm very disappointed by Deadgate. I really liked the idea of traveling to a place where we could talk to the souls of people to figure out who betrayed us, because you can ask the guy who was killed who killed him, which is a really cool idea. And instead, he's just standing on a fucking scaffold and says, oh yeah, it was William. I feel like you could have done so much more with this idea than it's just wooden scaffolding covered in skeletons. I wanted like a big swirling cistern with like a vortex of ghostly souls in it. You know, like carved into this craggy stone. Like we could descend down into this cavern, and at the base of the cavern, carved into the rock, is like this cistern of souls. And we'd have to like find which of the souls swirling in this vortex was the guy that got betrayed and draw him out of there to ask him our important question. Instead, he's just standing on a scaffold. Oh yeah, William stabbed me. He's a bit of a douche, I guess. Okay, I can't cross that because it's a gap. And I guess none of us know how to jump. Yes, down here. I saw that guy spawn in at the top of the screen. Luckily, he's only throwing bombs, which are horribly ineffectual, so I'm not worried. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cagen's much, much better to have in the party. Which is a shame, because it does mean I'm kind of avoiding variety by basically always having the same party. But if it works, you know? Ooh. Thrust still does crazy amounts of damage with this. And you actually get 2 thrusts. Oh, that's awesome. I should have been doing that all along. Holy shit. Oh, there's a guy spawning them in, who I didn't notice because he was off screen and I hadn't seen him yet. I was wondering why there were so many enemies. I'm going to give Berserker a try. Somebody's getting punched. Who are you? Let's go save him. Hello, sir. You seem to possess a fair level of adroitness at punching things.
Thanks. They wouldn't have dared do that to me if I still had my body. Can't tell you how frustrating it is being dead.
Can you die? I mean, like, the spirits here attacking him. Is it pointless to attack him because he's already dead? Or could his spirit be killed deader than dead?
It's an experience we could all live without.
Ha ha ha. Pun.
Yeah, but it's too late for me. Here, take this. I kept it as a reminder of my former life.
Who are you?
But it's stupid to get sentimental over a key. Besides, it's no good to me here.
If you're sure.
Yes, take it. Good luck.
Thanks, guy I don't know and will never see again. Stone key. Oh, that's the one to the airlock. Fantastic. So this should be a teleporter. I've seen 3 places it could come out. Yes. These 2 here. So I'm assuming that other one then must go to that chest across the gap, kind of at the start of this area. Oh, you can't move during Berserker. Oh, but it did seem to be firing out projectiles. I hadn't noticed. I guess that didn't show when we were taught how to do it. I was hoping I would be able to steer around while it's doing and sort of like ram into enemies while spinning, thus hit several of them. Chicken leg, cheese, some fucking apples, and some gold. Why is the game even bothering to give me apples at this point? Even cheese isn't really useful anymore. We have so much more health now. Is this useless too? Bread, pie, bastard sword. I didn't need another. And food I can't carry. See this area here, this screen here looks a little better. It's, you know, stone and there's just like skeletons scattered everywhere. It's a little better than just the endless wooden scaffolding, but I feel like there should be even more skeletons than this. I would love to see like really wide shots. A wide shot like this, but where in the distance, instead of like just those mountains or whatever, if this was just like a flat plain that just all the way to the horizon was just thousands and thousands of skeletons just piled up on the ground. just wasted souls scattered everywhere. Instead, yeah, there's some bones here and there, but otherwise it kind of just looks like we're up in the mountains. It does not feel like we're in some otherworldly plane, which it really should, and I don't know why I'm not able to leave the screen. It's acting like there's still an enemy here, and there definitely isn't. Unless that guy that fell down the hole is technically targetable. Oh, he is. Because I'm trying to fire downward. This is a problem because you can't leave the screen while there's an enemy on it. And yet the enemy that is considered still on it is impossible to hit. Unless this is hitting him, which I doubt. Oh, great. That means the game is actually soft-locked. Because I can't leave the screen because there's an enemy, but I can't hit the enemy. Okay, can I at least fast travel, please? Nope, you're not allowed to do that when there's an enemy on screen. So, yeah. The game is officially soft-locked, and I have to load a save and lose all my progress. I can't remember, actually, the last time I saved, even. It's been a bit. Generally, you want to have some sort of kill zone enabled, so that when enemies fall through the map, they eventually fall far enough to hit the kill zone, so that you don't end up in that situation. Like, that exact situation is actually a thing that's been accounted for in other games. If you fall through the map, you don't fall forever, because at a certain distance you just die. That's an industry standard solution to that problem. That guy, that enemy, fell off the map. He fell off the screen. So once he falls a certain distance, he should just die so that you don't end up soft-locked like that. And oh my god, I'm all the way back before Ruben's. Oh, Jesus.
Another orb. If Ruben used this orb's magic in his exhibition, that would explain Silver's anger.
Ooh, that line wasn't there when Chiaro was in the party. We're almost back to where we were, but not quite, because this is taking a really fucking long time. Alright, this is the way I didn't go last time. This is actually new. Ooh, 148 critical. Man. Yeah, these numbers are getting pretty big. Ooh, somebody to talk to spawned in.
You're not dead. So are you deranged or just hard-hearted?
Neither.
Then where's your morality? You're strutting around a necropolis, flaunting your body at dead people.
Is there a problem with that?
We're not flaunting anything. We're searching for the 8 orbs that will help defeat Silver.
Thanks for recounting the plot to me, David.
Then I may be able to help you. I unearthed what appeared to be an orb at a dig in Outer Haven. Unfortunately, I was killed before the orb...
Ah, unfortunately. What a shame. It is kind of an inconvenience when you get killed.
Are you sure the site's still there?
Positive. It was secured when a plague transformed most of the population into hideous monsters. Their leader created an illusion to seal the entrance and stop the plague spreading further. But I uncovered this scroll during my studies in No. It will neutralize the apparition and reveal the entrance to the reader.
What of the plague?
It died away. Unfortunately, its effects can still be seen. Here, take it. It will help your quest.
This guy really doesn't seem to be bothered at all by being dead. And I guess it makes sense that he doesn't, because...
I am the...
if you die and you just come here and you still seem to retain your personality and the ability to move around and do stuff, kind of seems like dying isn't really that big a deal. I mean, sure, you wander around a barren wasteland. It's not exactly pretty here, but I mean, at least you're functionally still kind of alive, sorta. So that door needs a key with a skull on it. I definitely don't have that. Alright, so there's that key. We go through here and grab these chests, and I guess we're done here, because the screen I hadn't explored yet was just the one where it ultimately leads to a gate I can't open. Although we did get the Scroll of Revelation, which is presumably important. We'll make a quick stop at the airlock to open that chest, because that's clearly what that key goes to. And then we'll head back to the rebel camp, tell everyone once again that it was William. Oh my god. Okay, that gave us Lycanthrope and 50 bucks. 50 bucks? Is this an amulet that'll just turn me into a werewolf? Holy shit, it is. Oh, and you can't unequip it. Okay, so I guess you're stuck as a werewolf until it wears off. Oh, you can do a leaping attack with some pretty good range. Okay. That's pretty cool. Actually, it seems to last a decent while. So summon Golem, just... Yep. Summons one of those. Oh, and you can't undo it, it just consumes the whole bar. And then does he stay with me until I leave the screen, or until he dies? Oh, it's only for that screen. Oh, that's kind of a shame. That was exciting. Alright, off screen, I did a little bit of playing around with the spells. Because once I discovered very far into the game by reading the manual that the spells actually have an area effect option, I decided to, here in the safety of the rebel camp, sort of play around with them. And it's actually pretty cool. They all have an area effect option, and interestingly, the area effect is actually different on different levels of the spell. So, I was totally wrong earlier when I said there isn't much variety to the spells. It felt like they were all sort of functionally the same thing, because I was complaining that earth magic here wasn't really functionally different than fire magic. It's still just like a reddish ball of something that you throw at your enemies. Like they felt not that differentiated. They start to be when you consider the area effect. So like lightning here, it puts out these 2 orbs. Now, I don't know what these do, because I haven't tried it on enemies yet. I don't know if these like continuously send out little arcs to nearby enemies, or if this is sort of a shield where when you touch an enemy it does damage. So if we go to fire here, level 1 is of course, oh, and my lightning just leveled up because I did that. But level 1 is just a shockwave of fire. Level 2 is a shockwave of fire, but looks different, so they made a unique effect for it. And then level 3 actually rains from the sky. But of course that blew through my MP, so I'm gonna have to reload to show you the others. So, like with ice, it's like this vortex at level 1. Level 2, it's like this, I guess, geysers, and 3... Oh, I can't even cast 3. Oh, there we go. 3 is rain from the sky. Okay, so now we have a repeat of an effect there, but it's still cool that each level really does do something different. So earth magic, the first level is orbs, sort of like lightning. Again, I don't know if these fire things at enemies or if it's just a shield for when you contact enemies. I'm gonna have to try that. Level 2 sort of showers them out around you, which is cool. And 3 is probably... Yeah, 3 is they fall from the sky, but spikes come up from below, so it's sort of a repeat, but sort of different. And with acid... Ooh. Level 1... Actually, level 1 is the shower from above with acid, so that's a little different. And 2... Ah, see, the geyser. Okay, that was... which one had that? I think it was Ice 2 was a geyser. So that's a repeat, but still, like, I have to rescind what I said earlier in that, like, the spells, there wasn't enough variety. There actually kind of is. There's quite a few different effects when you consider the switchable levels and the area effect. So, like, projectile-wise, there's not a tremendous amount of variety, but man, with the area effect stuff, you get quite a lot of options here, and we still have 2 more spells to get, so I completely have to eat my words on that one. They actually put quite a bit of differentiation of effects here. The other thing I played with is, so ordinarily the way I have it set up, the pie menu here pauses the game, of course. It darkens the screen and pauses it. But in options, there is, if you recall way back when we first looked at the menu, there was pie menu pause, and you can turn that off, which then reveals a new option, menu auto close, which defaults to on. But if you turn it off, now what that means is that opening this menu no longer pauses the game, which I don't like, because I want this to pause the game so I can switch stuff in combat. But because we can now turn off auto close, you can equip a sword and a shield without it closing the menu in between, which is something I've been complaining about for the whole fucking game. The problem, though, is that I actually want this menu to pause the game so that I can do it in combat without getting my ass handed to me while I'm futzing about with it. So why menu auto-close is only available if pause is turned off is bizarre. There's no reason you couldn't do that while it pauses the game, because like if you have it to pause the game, if I want to do a sword and a shield, I have to do a sword, which closes the menu, reopen it, and then do the shield. But why couldn't I just do both with the game paused, and then when I unpause it, both equip? It's bizarre to me that you can't turn the auto-close off if you have pause on. That makes no sense. I don't like that. So I wish I could have a variant of that where auto-close is off, but pause is on, and you just don't get to do that. Now the problem is, I don't actually know where to go. So the only real thing I have is the Scroll of Revelation. I'm just gonna look it up. I have no desire to just wander around like an idiot right now. So remember a really, really, really long time ago when we went out the entrance to the back of the rebel camp? Yeah, that's apparently where we go with the Scroll of Revelation, which... was there any indication of that? Oh my god. Ooh, hey, that actually freezes them. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I didn't know ice magic could do that. I don't think it's happened before. Oh god, these use special moves. Also, they make really annoying noises, as about half the enemies in this game do. Good god, there's a lot of enemies on this screen. They're all dropping useless healing items. Ooh, I can still carry the carrots. Well, I may as well grab them then. And fuck it, we'll do an apple just to see how pathetic it is. Ooh, that was like 4 whole pixels. Let's try lightning 2, since I just got that while I was experimenting with spells. I don't actually know how it behaves. Nice looking plaza sort of thing here. I do really like that fountain design. Although it is weird it has another one of those, ooh. No, lightning 2 is just still a bolt, which I can live with. It's weird it does have another one of those, angel sculptures, that were on the pathway to Glass's palace. Why would that be here? This is not Glass's place. Vivian, could you stop wasting my shield? I know I've been saying for several missions now I was gonna do one solo. I now really wish I had done this solo. Ooh, given that these chests appeared out of nowhere, I'm going to assume they're a trap. Ooh, tons of bombs. Well, I can't carry those because I have too many bombs. So let's use bombs on these things, even though it's not really going to work because they're just going to bounce past them, probably. Actually, no. That appears to be working. Wow. That actually didn't work too badly. Is this one a trap? Oh no. It's just a bunch of magic in it. Actually, I just realized the benefit of Lightning 2, since that guy sidestepped my Lightning 1. Lightning 2 is an instant bolt, meaning they can't dodge it. So that's pretty cool. Guys, why are you just standing there? You're pissing me off so much. Hey, at least enemies are finally dropping fire arrows, though. It is a little strange how tranquil this place looks and how nice the music is, for us getting, like, horribly mauled by whatever the fuck these are. Alright, we have an exit down and to the right. Looks like there's nothing up top, even though there is a clearing. There is a landing up top. Oh, just more enemies spawning in. So yeah, it does look like nothing spawns in when I go to this landing, so I'm kind of curious why it's here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just let me leave the screen. I'm surprised how much they're upping the enemy count. So we can exit there. And a chest. But the chest is flickering, so I'm assuming that means it's fake. See, when I saw that in Chains, I thought it was a graphical error, but I suspected it might be fake, and if I recall, that one did in fact turn out to be a mimic. So is this one as well? Yes, it is. And he was punching completely the wrong direction, but whatever. So yeah, that's apparently not a graphical flaw, that is an intentional tell for it being a fake chest. Vivian, you can have the rat. We're eating well today. So yeah, I guess I was wrong when I said earlier, I was wondering earlier if there wasn't much food getting dropped in Chains. I was like, oh, is the game just going to stop dropping food? Apparently not, because now they're dropping shit tons of it again. Unfortunately, it's mostly low-level food like apples and carrots, which I just don't need. Rusted key.
We don't have long to wait, and then silver will pay.
You've said that after like every orb, man. So we got time magic. I'm assuming if I use this... Well, I was expecting it to slow down time, but it appears to have sped me up, actually. Slightly. Very slightly. So then I go in here, and I equip a sword, and then I equip a shield. I think it's actually letting me swing my sword a little faster, too. And oh god, a bear. These things are hardcore. Oh, actually, they don't hurt as much as they used to. I'm much stronger than them now, and they die in one hit. Okay. Ooh, there's a strength potion down there. I've still never used one of those, but I'll grab it anyway. But I have not been this way, for sure. Looks like a dead end's in a chest. Okay. And he's slingshotting apples out of a tree. Fascinating. Well, he's gonna die, either way. Almost felt bad for those ones. Oh, a boss. And this guy's big thing is, of course, he's just gonna teleport all over the place, meaning I'll only get a couple hits in. And Cagen, you want to punch the guy that's right next to you, punching you in the fucking head? That would make sense. Alright. Yes, keep shocking him. Stun lock him for me. Okay, run around, grab some more orbs. Cagen, stun lock him. I'll hit him a couple times. This works extremely well with the stun lock from Shock, as long as... Oh god, this guy hits hard. As long as there aren't other enemies on the map keeping me busy so that Cagen just wastes his magic. Oh, Jesus. My leg. Oh, God. Did I get him? Got him. Barely. Vivian is very close to dead. Or was. Luckily you heal when you level. That was a bit sloppy. I was expecting him to keep doing the teleporting all over the place thing, so when he stopped and instead just like went all out trying to kill me, he almost got Vivian there, which is really the first time a boss has managed to do that. I just realized we're really far into this game and I've never once died. To the point that I don't actually know what happens when you die. When David dies, presumably the game just ends, because he's like the main character. But if a party member dies, like if Vivian or Cagen here died, what happens? There's no magic or potions or item. There's not like a phoenix down, you know, that I can use to revive them. There is no resurrect magic. Interesting. I hadn't really thought of that because it hasn't happened yet. And that gate apparently just needs the key I just picked up? Yeah, he dropped a key that's used on the same screen. Weird. That feels kind of pointless then. Oh, and that was a mimic. I got a summon golem, which I already had. Some gold and the bone key. Ah, yes, I know where that goes. I don't know where the rusted key goes. It does not look rusted. It actually looks like verdigris, the green shit that copper gets, which is not rust. Oh, is that the one that goes to like the... There was a locked door in the first room of Glass's Palace. The one farther into Glass's Palace needed the gem in the handle. But there was also one in the first room. Was that one green? I thought it was actually blue. Oh, hey there. Die, potato. Ah, yes, it is blue. Okay, I thought so. It wasn't at the monastery. There's nothing locked there. I don't think it was in the library. The locked door there was the gold key, and we got that. I think it was in the sewers. Oh, right, this thing. Yeah. This was it, right? Yes. Aha. I knew I saw a locked thing in the fucking sewers. It appears to be nothing more than a chest. And a fucking invisible chest. I still have no... I would have figured by now we would have whatever you use to make those openable. Armageddon. Oh my god. Is that a... Oh no, that wouldn't be a spell. Is that a special? Oh, it's a special. Holy shit. Okay. Well, it does 1,000 damage, but apparently only to 2 enemies, because there was clearly a third one on screen. So I guess from here, it's back to... Boneyard. I hope this place is a more visually interesting part of Deadgate, because I am pretty disappointed by Deadgate. Ooh, and the graphics on the door at the gate there were actually flickering out, and the tops of them disappeared. Oops. Ooh, okay, yeah, already this is more visually interesting. Good, good. Oh, the gate closed. That's a problem. Well, things have gotten a little bit H.R. Giger here. These, sort of curved, snaky surfaces that sort of look like vertebrae. That is extremely Giger. Yeah, this place looks pretty cool. It's a little too Gigery. We're especially these things here, like these curved... Ooh, like these curved talons with sort of that classic Giger texture on them. We're bordering on derivative. Also, these beholders, is what they clearly are. I cannot target them. What is this little shockwave on the ground? Oh, it teleports me. I don't know why I need to be up here. So area effect, maybe? Okay, yeah, area effect did it. But their attacks do enough damage. I keep just getting stun locked. Alright, he's dead. There. Okay, so they are killable, but it's going to be an enormous pain in the ass to do so. Oh god, there's another one. It's going to be an enormous pain in the ass to take them out, because I can only do it with AoE. Vivian, could you stop just getting mauled? God, I'm tired of party members. I don't care, I'm going to try Armageddon. Oh, it worked. Thank fuck. I really hope I don't have to fight very many more of these, because I am already sick of them and I've only fought 3. The not being able to target them is the real issue, because then I can't even do targeted spells, which targeted spells I can fire faster and I don't have to be standing right next to them. It's actually kind of hard to stand right next to them, because the fact that they're translucent means it's somewhat hard to gauge precisely where they are, especially because they don't have a drop shadow. Ooh, heal level 1 isn't doing much anymore. Oh yeah. It's like a weird butthole into hell itself in the floor. More skulls, more gigery flanges. Oh yeah. Strangely, I can't enter the hell anus, which is probably a good thing. But I do have 2 paths to choose from. Oh, they even opened up to invite me. Oh, look at that. I didn't expect this otherworldly hellscape to be so inviting. Also, this sort of pulsing sound in the background ambience. Kind of making me think of that background pulsing you hear in the scene in Halo 2 where you first meet the Gravemind. There's a similarity there. Well, there's a teleporter over there. I'm assuming this just loops around to the other skull I could have walked into, which makes me wonder why there are 2. Other than I guess they just liked the symmetry of that screen. Yeah, they do go to the same place. Because this visual here of it arcing around and this central sort of fanning outward, these spines there, to make that work you really needed 2 entrances. Oh, these ones are visible for some reason. Oh, which means they can even be hit by physical. Oh. Well, that's not a problem at all if I can just fucking hit them. Oh, I guess the pulsing is not the background ambience, it's the teleporter itself. Oh, God, that thing hit really hard. Wow, that was like 280 damage. I didn't even know it was there. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. This area feels really otherworldly and strange. It's like, where the hell even are we? And it's fucking weird looking. Again, it's too geegery. It's a little derivative, but it looks really interesting. I kind of expected all of Deadgate to look more like this, like we're in a strange, otherworldly place. And instead it was like wooden scaffolding. This is more like it. I'm happy with this place. It's derivative looking, but at least it doesn't look plain. At least it doesn't look like a real world location, you know what I mean? And so clearly we have a boss, because there's a health bar and boss music. But I don't know who this is, or why they're significant or important. She appears to be sort of spilling out of her top, which is cool. But I don't know who this is. I guess I'm gonna do earth magic. Probably not gonna do fire, because I have a feeling that's sort of her thing. Oh no, she does like antimatter magic. That's pretty cool looking. Oh, that's right, and she just dodges. So, lightning it is. Oh my god, that does almost nothing. Let me put the resist magic on. I have a feeling that's gonna be useful here. Oh god, this does like no damage. Okay. How about I put on the ring of invisibility and punch her instead? Oh, punching also doesn't do much damage. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna be here a while. Oh god, those hurt really badly because Vivian has taken a ton of damage because she's too stupid to move. Okay, summon Golem. Vivian, move your dumb bitch ass, you fucking idiot. Okay, let's eat a pie. Let's move him. David, you imbecile. Oh fuck, she hits hard. Armageddon. Oh, that doesn't do much to her. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a health potion because food doesn't do much anymore. And that animation took way longer than I expected. So I'm gonna get Vivian over here because that sort of looks like cover. I don't really need all three. Oh, she's going after Vivian. Could you not? I don't think I need all three players here. So I'm gonna try to keep Vivian mostly in cover. Although that appears to go through cover. So I'm doing about 50-ish damage with these swords. Let's turn into a werewolf. Oh, that's where it's at. Of course, she can just block endlessly. Well, that's disappointing. You're wasting my werewolfism. Luckily, I have her stuck in a pretty good loop here of she's absolutely fixated on Vivian and then just keeps resetting to the top of the screen to re-equip my weapons, unfortunately. Stay alive, Vivian. I've almost got her. Have a drumstick. She's almost dead. We got this. Got her. I have no clue who she was or why she was important. But she was kind of badass. Luckily, she was an imbecile and was completely ignoring the person attacking her. Ooh, that gate design was extremely cool. Oh yeah. Lots of different stages to a geometric complexity. That was pretty satisfying. But who was that? She seemed kind of interesting in that we're in like a weird otherworldly realm and she was pretty powerful. No, yeah, now we've gotten excessively geegery.
The final orb.
Orb. Wow, she said that weird.
Silver's reign of terror is almost over.
Tell me of your deeds, adventurer.
Well, I took out some woman that I knew nothing about. She possessed a substantial quantity of cleavage, but that's about all I knew about her. Just seems like a bit of a waste. There are no exits to the sides. Yeah, we're done here. It's a shame. Another very short area. Very cool looking. Probably the most visually interesting area in the game, but very brief. Was it 5 screens? So this is screen 3. 4 would be the room with the 2 skulls to go through, and then the one we came in. So yeah, this whole area is only 5 screens, which is a shame, because this place looks interesting enough. I could spend quite some time here. It would be nice if we had some music, like some ethereal, strange, spooky kind of music, less melodic and more like long sustained tones and dissonance with really big reverb on it. Very synthetic, very distant ambient music here would go a long way, but I guess we're done. Also, I didn't look at the spell yet. Light magic. Is that what she was casting? Light magic? It looked more like black hole antimatter sort of magic. We have 2,700 bucks. I don't think there's anything else to spend it on. So 7 health, 2 healing, 5 strength, 5 armor, 5 exploding, 5 glad, 5 gas, and 5 absolute protection, which I haven't tried, but I'm assuming by the name is invincibility. We are still missing 1 magic item. It was after the invisibility, which we got at Chains, but before the Ring of Resist magic, which we got from the old lady for bringing her son back, which sort of makes me think that it's in Chains. All right, I went ahead and looked it up, and I'm not surprised I missed it. Here in Glass's throne room, there's another path to the side, way down here. So yeah, if you scroll all the way right at the bottom, there's another exit. And so that's the jeweled key, which of course goes to the door in here. So I've been waiting the whole game to come across a jeweled key, and it was in the same building all along. You can't blame me for missing that, really. I've actually been overall I've been pretty consistent about, like, when I think I've cleared a screen, holding L, scrolling around, and hitting R to check. I've been pretty consistently doing that, like, through the whole game, but I guess for some reason I didn't do it fully on that screen. But yeah, the jeweled key goes to this door. Been waiting to open for a very long time. And all these enemies should be comically easy to kill now. Ooh, it looks like lightning too can hit more than 1 enemy at a time. And here we get the Amulet of Seeing. Yes, that is the item I have been missing. I'm guessing that allows me to see these invisible things. And there's the ice key, which goes to the door in the first room of this place. So yeah, I've been able to open those all along, and I've instead just been waiting to find them elsewhere in the game. So theoretically, the Amulet of Seeing, yes, makes these chests openable. Gold and 2 health potions. Yeah. So now I'm left with the conundrum. Do I bother to backtrack to the ones I can remember? So this door is where the blue key goes, the ice key. I don't know what's in here. We get 100 bucks, a Warhammer, which I already had, and Summon Golem, which I already had. Let's go to the observatory. It's the first hidden chest I can remember. I don't think I'm going to bother to get the rest, because I highly doubt they're going to have amazing stuff in them. I have a feeling it's going to be like money and food, and I don't really need either. Yeah, bombs I can't carry. Absolute protection's nice. Still don't know what a chaos potion is, but these I think are bombs. Yeah. So I can't even carry those. And I'm curious, if the Amulet of Seeing allows me to see the invisible chests, such that I can open them, would that have allowed me to target the invisible beholders? I suspect it would. So clearly I was supposed to have that item at that point. But those 2 beholders on that screen are the only invisible enemies we've ever encountered. Even the other beholders weren't, so... Oh look, 100 bucks. That's not even enough to buy 1 health potion. Alright, fuck it. I am just going to look up a list, and I'll just rapid cut through these. Oh look, fire arrows I can't carry. Ooh. Potions. Gold. Chaos potion. Absolute protection. Exploding vials, and basic arrows. So yeah, they're pretty much all just gonna have potions and money, and I'm not particularly thrilled about that. More fucking bombs, a paltry amount of gold. Oh shit, that one's well hidden. Fucking arrows, and a tiny amount of gold. That's not worth it. By the time I'm at Glass's Palace, which is the earliest I can get the Amulet of Seeing, 50 bucks is nothing. 100 bucks. Absolute protection. Strength potions. Fucking magic orb? Chaos potion. And something I can't carry. Is that a healing potion? Oh yeah, well, I guess just like the food, 9 is the maximum. Guess I could be using time magic to speed this up. Ooh, lightning leveled to 3. Ooh, let's see what the level 3 area effect is. Ooh. That's very brief, unfortunately, but summons some sort of death orb with an impressive amount of base in it. Wait, why can't I move? Oh, are you kidding me? I am inexplicably unable to move. Or open the menu, meaning I can't fast travel out of here. I can't switch characters. I now have to reload my save, meaning I have to redo all of this. I have to re-get the Amulet of Seeing and go back to all these chests. Well, that absolutely seals the deal. I do not fucking care about getting all of these chests, because I'm not doing that again. It's slow and boring, and none of them have anything amazing in them anyway. So I'll go back and get the Amulet of Seeing again, just so I have it. Whoa! Oh, dude. The area effect on light is awesome. It uses an enormous amount of magic, though, even though this is still level 1. Alright, that's good enough. I got a handful of the ones that are close to travel points, and I'm not going to deal with the rest. But either way, I'm going to save.